Well, hey, gang, it's a wonderful day in this neighborhood. Finally back home. I'm been on the road a bit, and I'll tell you a little bit about Armenia and time in New Jersey. But anyway, just wanted to bring you a bit of an update on a number of different things. Most of you are well aware that the office here in Ramona is closed as the staff is on vacation until Monday the 12th of August. So if you happen to email, well, you'll probably get an automatic response that says that very thing. But we will get back to you as soon as we possibly can once we get back from vacation. Now, vacation doesn't really affect me so much because, I'm a consummate workaholic and I got things to do. But anyway. Hey, so I've got a long list here. I'm going to go through a few things, but I'll still try and keep it as short as I can. So Armenia was an incredible experience. I was invited there by Pastor Kevork Chaparian from Lebanon, but he's Armenian Lebanese, and God is just using him and his ministry team to work and network with some very, very strong, they call them unities, which is like a union or a denomination grouping of churches that are working together, and he's really impacting them in a very positive way. One of the things that's been identified is the need to go beyond the 2-year curriculum that they've been using for many years, which is primarily the ISOM curriculum, and build on top of that an additional 2 years worth of material so that folks can finish their bachelor's degree, again, with both video as well as written content, as it would be with any of our students. So we're in the process of putting that together. While I was there, the ambition was to try and do 20 courses. Well, I was able to do 10, and with a side-by-side translation into Eastern and Western Armenian. Eventually they'll put it into most likely Arabic and Russian and other languages so that we have that video content for the 3rd year, and eventually I'm going to enlist a number of our vision faculty to lay down the next 10 courses, preferably over this next 6 months or so. So anyway, it was an exciting time. Joan went with me, and it was very enjoyable. They took very good care of us, and we were able to, see Mount Ararat. I didn't see the Ark, sorry, but anyway. But it was a wonderful time of ministry. Got home for 2-3 days and was off to Trenton, New Jersey to be with the Bancolis, and that was a great time. And doing a seminar and pastor's conference on the Saturday, preaching for them Sunday. Got on the plane eventually. It was 4.5 hours delayed out of Newark. Got in and got to bed about 5 o'clock in the morning on Monday. But anyway, so goes travel nowadays. Well, I just want to, again, touch on several other things. Let me get this ear thing back on my ear. There we go. Again, August time, we're not going to be terribly busy, doing a little bit of preaching, but anyway, that's about it. We'll be back again, as I mentioned, on the 12th. In September, we've got the Harvest Conference with Dr. Minogue Gurley, and that's in September. In October, again, we've got Nicaragua. Now, things are really coming together in a very wonderful way. We've had some excellent donations that have come in to help us. We're still about $4,000 short of our entire budget. But we already have bought tickets, and we've got book translated. We got a bunch of other materials we're putting together for anywhere from 70 to we think it could be upwards of 100 pastors, leaders from all throughout Nicaragua. So please keep us in prayer on that. And again, if God lays on your heart to help us out some, we would certainly take it. Just to update you, I heard that Dr. Ken is still hanging in. Just received word from Allison Chant that, he's still more in what we would call a nursing home, but he's doing okay, hanging in there, as are they, and so just keep Ken in prayer. Talk to Jerry Hom, our Board of Regent, and he's going through immunotherapy treatment. We're seeing some good response to that, but let's continue to pray for God's healing hands upon both of them. We want to keep them around for a season. So Hey, walk in wisdom is, of course, what we call Wednesdays in the Word. You know, one of the key scriptures that we use for that is in Colossians 4:5, but also in Proverbs 13:20, verse part A, it says, "He who walks with wise men will be wise." Now, I've been trying to highlight some of our key folks that are either, teachers with us or part of our World Zone or Board of Regents. And really, God really placed on my heart Paul and Ruth I. Paul he's a unique character, Vietnamese. He was a Buddhist priest and a witch doctor and got radically saved. And eventually, they had a hit put out on him and had to get smuggled out of the country. But God has just used he and his beautiful wife, Ruth, to win thousands, not just Vietnamese, but in Myanmar and Malaysia and Germany and Africa and Latin America. God has just used him powerfully in both evangelism, but also in true apostolic ministry, where he's planting Bible schools, connected, of course, with Vision, and churches all throughout different parts of the world. Paul's ministry, you can find it at pauliministries.com, Paul I Ministries. I is just AI, ministries.com. But, they're just doing some incredible stuff. He's getting ready to release a book on his journey from being, involved in witchcraft to being a real apostle of God. And I just would want you to lift up Paul and Ruth in prayer. They're always going, and God uses them in such unique ways. And we're just honored to be able to partner with them in ministry, and especially focusing on Southeast Asia. And together we're going to be going to Germany in March, and where he's helping to open up doors there as well. So anyway, keep Paul and Ruth in prayer and their ministry, pauliministries.com. And hey, God willing, we'll see you again next week.